What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol LCID for Lucid Group. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this chart is starting to get a little bit overwhelming here. What we're going to do is clear the drawing set, start from scratch, and just put back on the most important daily levels that we had, that were sort of in play, right? So there's that daily range, and by range, I'm referring to this area right here. Of course, we had the fake breakout up towards the highs. There was a midpoint in there. It's not really so important anymore. We're just going to put it on there for rough idea's sake. And then most importantly, we had this 33 whole dollar that we were watching, and we pointed this out in yesterday's video that if that broke, it's probably coming back down to this breakout point from in the past, roughly 28. So I just put back on some of the levels that were important that we talked about in yesterday's video. This chart's a little bit easier on the eyes. The next support underneath us is coming from that consolidation low period around here. Let's go ahead and put that in at 2350. So the first thing I would mention is that we are coming into the daily 200 SMA, and we have completed the range doubling sort of pattern, right? And some. So to me, it wouldn't be unreasonable for Lucid right now to sort of take a pause on the Friday session and just consolidate, digesting this down move that we've seen. So that to me would probably be a likely scenario. Again, if it does decide to break down and just give us massive continuation, 2350 is probably the number to be watching out for from the bottom end of that daily range. From the 30-minute, what else can we learn about the price action here? How bearish was it? Well, certainly if we take out the fibs coming from the high of the day, it was basically a straight shot lower off the morning, right? And what you'll notice is that on the little dead cat bounce from that hammer candle there, we only barely scratched at the 38.2. We didn't even make it there technically. So to me, sellers in firm control throughout the majority of the day. This time we'll come in from the true high down to the true low, and the 38.2 is lining up almost with that prior structure. To me, structure is always far more important than just blindly following the fibs. So we're going to bump it up a little bit higher, close to 3085, capturing some of those wicks. Now, removing the fibs, here we go. Here's some scenarios. For consolidation, anything that just sort of hovers around down here, which I do think would be likely on the Friday session, given everything we've talked about prior, right? Anything underneath 3085 is just going to strike me as starting to build a massive daily bear flag, right? Something like this. Eventually, the breakdown should get us to that 2350, but one step at a time. For Friday, consolidation seems like the likely outcome to me. If it does want to reverse in some manner, then I would probably wait for a double bottom, some sort of higher low pattern, an ascending triangle, something like this, and then the break of 3085 after the higher low to have a little bit more confidence. And even if that does break, it's really only a back test of 33. And then from the daily perspective, right, this will be something right here. Again, I don't know if this is going to work out or not. It would make my day if this did work out. We're going to come from here, and then we'll test the true high. The reason I'm coming from here is because that's the top of the range, essentially, and then coming down to the lows. Okay, so it's not as pretty as I thought. I was hoping that the 38.2 would align with the bottom end of the structure in there. It doesn't, but, one can dream, right? So if there's some sort of move higher, again, 33 is going to be a critical point from the flush area in here, but more importantly, the daily bottom end of the range at 3619. As long as we're below that number, ultimately speaking, inside of Lucid, things are going to be fairly bearish here, noting that all of this is now really confirmed as overhead supply. So that's my take here. It does look more bearish than bullish, but obviously we're looking for a little bit of consolidation into the remainder of the week, and we do have that downside target in case things do continue to stay nasty down at 2350. That's going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it or learned anything new today, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.